It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Commanders. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Come on, let's go.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And we're off and running from Landover. Brings in the kick at the 9. And look at this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU. They're running the option, short side. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They're set up at the 35 now. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Justin Reed with the tackle. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Short side option here. He's running left. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
An option give to Robinson. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, it's Kendre Miller. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Shaheed coming in motion left. This is Alvin Kamara with it. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. Second and 6 coming up here. He's going to throw this one. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll try and throw it here. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. But let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
They'll take an option to the right on first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 41. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Julian Blackman. Third and a lone yard coming up. To throw, Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
On first down, here's Daniels. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Daniels from the pistol. He'll get this to Samuel. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Robinson on the inside give. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Staying with Robinson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Samuel comes in motion left. Going to the ground again on first. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Slot man in motion left. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it, but that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Eckler. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Trying again with Eckler. And he's brought down for a loss.
While the offense is looking for a possible touchdown, Kate, it's the defense that's stolen the mojo with that stop. This is how they teach you to defend the goal line.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Daniels back to throw. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders pull out in front further, 13-zip. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Miller on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll run the toss to Kamara. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
3rd and long for him here. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are...
This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
So what began at their own 20, Brock, all of a sudden is inside the other 20. It's 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They send him left out of the slot. Throwing now, Daniels. Has it in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Option play headed right on 1st and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders take a 20-zip lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Miller on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the Saints offense. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Play action on 1st down. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Saints working here. They'll throw on 1st. He finds Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Tight end in motion left. They go play action on 1st. Gets this one to... They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. He's got it. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Kamara goes up and over for the touchdown. The Saints chop some of the lead off before the half. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints get it back to a 14-point game. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Daniels on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A final throw before the break. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Saints offense ready to start this 3rd quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's into the hands of Moreau. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They go play action here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 28 out of that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7. In motion right is Cooks. From the 39. This is complete to Olave. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Has it down close. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He'll begin his return from the 11. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Ball at the 33 for first down. Play fake here, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
All right, here we go. Second down. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one's complete over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
Commanders punting on fourth down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Saints headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Able to get it to Moreau. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Third down, 1 yard to go. Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Pass play now. That's incomplete left side. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So that brings up 2nd down. They'll throw it. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They kick the running back in motion. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Kamara has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They'll try with Kamara. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Saints cut it to 1 late in the third. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Groupie to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints tie this game at 21. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Starting at the 10. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
They just get the play on. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will get set to take over. Kamara running out of the gun. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Shaheed. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Third and 4 coming up now. They motion a receiver left. Third down from the gun. Taken in by Shaheed. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Running behind center with Kamara. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 37. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure, but you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
First and 10, looking to throw. This finds Moreau. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing off the play fake here. Into the hands of Olave. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
They'll run with Kamara. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Another shot for Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Another run for Kamara. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Saints take a 4th quarter lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders set to take over. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Stepping up, and he's going to run. big gain, 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders losing by 7. First down, ball at the 36. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. The Commanders take a timeout, their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. He'll look to throw it. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Setting up to pass. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Back to throw. He's on the move. Excellent. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground. And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing now. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Here he is to throw. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. Again, Daniels to the air. And he's going to run in for 2. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win. They didn't come here today to play for no overtime, Brock. They didn't come here today to come away with a tie. They came here for the W, baby. And that 2-point conversion has them now moments away from that.
So many factors go into a big decision like that, Kate. You got to separate the emotion of it. You got to look at where your team is. And ultimately, who do you trust the most? In these huge decisions, time and again, it's all about trust to me. And this staff, well, they put the trust in that offense to go deliver, and boy, did they ever.
1st and 10, they're going to throw. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. One final shot here. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from DC.